Good morning, everyone. My name is Kassandra, and I'm going to take you through a 10-minute morning yoga class for tired and achy legs. So if you're just looking for a deep stretch while still doing this in a very gentle, simple way, this should be the perfect sequence for you. You are going to need to have a strap for our class today. So if you don't happen to have a yoga strap, you could just use a belt or even like those TheraBands from Physio will do the work. This is also day 23 of a 30-day morning yoga challenge. If you're new here, you can just do this video on its own, or hopefully you'll want to join us and challenge yourself by doing 10 minutes of yoga every morning for 30 days. Just click the link down below to learn more. So we are going to start lying down on our backs, and we don't need the strap right away, so you can just set it off to the side. And just widen your feet and let your knees fall in towards one another, placing your arms and your hands wherever feels the best. Maybe closing your eyes. Taking some cleansing breaths. And for every morning yoga practice that we do in this challenge, we work with a different affirmation to help set the tone for the day. So today the affirmation is, life supports me in every way. Life supports me in every way. So throughout practice, just internally repeat that to yourself a few times, and also throughout the day. So let's begin in reclined pigeon pose. You can just cross your right ankle over the top of your left knee, flex the foot and reach that knee out as you extend with your arms, and just try to pull your left thigh in towards you. Inviting a gentle stretch through that right glute and right hip. See if you can relax head and shoulders on the mat. And give it one last little squeeze. Keep this figure four shape. Just let your left foot come back down to the floor. And all you're going to do from here is drop your left thigh over to the left and see if maybe your right foot can come down to the floor. So I'm trying to keep my right knee pointing up towards the ceiling, and you can reach your right arm out to the side. So you should feel this a little deeper on the outer hip and down into the IT band. And some people like to push and keep the right knee pointing up. You can also hold on to the ankle or just let it go. Just taking 3 to 5 breaths here. So this is not a practice based on strength building or anything like that. Really just going to try to gently open up through our hamstrings, our quads, the glutes, the hips, getting into the calves. As you inhale, come all the way back through to center. And we're going to draw both knees in towards the belly, give it a big squeeze before setting ourselves up to the other side. So this time, reclined pigeon, left ankle crosses over the top of your right knee, and you can reach out with your arms to pull that thigh in towards you. Only using a little bit of arm strength. Staying with our affirmation and our intention for the day. Life supports me in every way. Give it one last little squeeze, and then right foot comes back down. Find that little IT band stretch. So let your right thigh drop to the floor. Left foot comes down to the mat. You can reach your left arm out, and again, just choose where you want to place your right hand. We're trying to keep the left knee pointing and reaching up towards the ceiling. See if you can relax the muscles in your legs a little more. Big breath here. And carefully come all the way back through to center. One last time, give it a big squeeze, and we're going to curl all the way up. And just come up to take a seat. You can keep your right leg out in front of you and bring your left foot in towards the inner thighs. You inhale, lift and lengthen, and on the exhale, just initiate a fold. So totally normal for the hamstrings to be really stiff and tight, especially if you've just woken up. So rather than trying to push and pull and maintain a flat back in the morning, I like to make this more of a yin style pose where you can let your spine naturally round, making this a very passive forward fold. One more big breath here. And push your hands into the floor to curl all the way up. And we'll switch sides. Left leg extends out in front of you. Bring your right foot in. Inhale, find some length. And then exhale, just let yourself round and fold. You might notice that one side feels different than the other. Try to release tension from your neck and from your shoulders, even though we are mostly focusing on the lower body this morning. And start to walk your hands in, coming up. And let's find our first downward facing dog. So you can cross out your ankles, plant your palms, shoulder width distance apart, and go ahead and step your feet out. And we're really going to work on the legs here a little bit more. So bend your right knee a lot. Keep your left leg straight and push into your left heel. So get a nice stretch through the ankle, through the calf. And keep reaching your hips back. And switch sides with your legs. Left knee bends, right leg straightens. Again, soften your neck. Let your head be heavy. Just push into that right heel. And coming to a regular downward facing dog, we're going to walk the feet forward to the top of the mat for your ragdoll fold. So your knees can bend quite a bit here. And just decompressing through the spine and of course stretching through the backs of the legs. And we'll come into another pose here that helps to open up through the IT band and the sides of the legs. So you can cross your right ankle behind your left foot and start to walk your hands over to the left. See if you can push out into your right hip. You might be able to straighten your right leg and bend into your left knee. And this is an intense pose. So big side body stretch. Let's come all the way back through to center and switch sides. So your left foot crosses behind the right. Walk your hands over to the right. And again, maybe see here if you can keep that left leg straight. And then maybe the right knee bends. Coming all the way back through to center. Bend your knees generously and roll all the way up to stand. Rolling your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's open up the legs. We'll set ourselves up for a wide-legged forward fold. So you want your feet to be parallel to the shorter edges of your mat. As you inhale, find some length, and then exhale, tilt forward from the pelvis as you fold on down. And rather than staying down to the center, walk your hands all the way over as far towards your right foot as you can, holding on to whatever is accessible. Trying to bring your forehead towards your right shin. Big breath in here and we'll switch sides. Walk your palms over towards your left foot, left leg, folding in. See if you can pull and reach a little more. Come all the way back through to center. Firm up the legs, hands on your hips. Come all the way up to stand. And we're just going to step to the top of the mat, making our way on our backs. Let's take a little half flow. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift, flat back. And just go to downward facing dog. Plant your palms. Step the feet back. Give it one big stretch here. And then knees come down to the floor. Grab a hold of your strap and lower all the way down onto your back. So last little hamstring openers here. You can start with your feet flat on the floor and just loop the strap around the ball of your right foot. And go ahead and extend and straighten that leg all the way up to the sky. And you might stay here with the left knee bent, or you can make it a little harder and get a little deeper into the pose by straightening the left leg. And I like to keep the upper arms down on the floor. Some people like to hold up on the strap. That's totally fine too. Just see whatever feels the most comfortable to you here. Try to relax your shoulders and your arms. Take another big breath here as you pull that leg in closer. And then transfer the strap into your right hand, and you're going to guide that right leg out to the side. So just changing the sensation of the pose a little here. Opening through the hips. Take another full breath, and then we'll carry it over into a twist. So keep that right leg straight, and you can switch the strap into your left hand to lower the leg over to the other side. And I like to reach the right arm out just to encourage my right shoulder to stay on the floor. Slow, steady breaths. Life supports me in every way. Start to bend into your right knee, release, and we'll go and do that on the second side. Wrap the strap around your left foot and go ahead and extend it up towards the sky. Maybe you straighten your right leg. And you can absolutely keep a bend in your knee here if the hamstrings are still feeling tight and tense. No need to use too much effort here. Let's go ahead and open up to the left so you can switch the strap into your palm as you open up. And try to keep your right hip pressing into the floor so you're not rolling over on one side. Big breath in here. We'll carry it over into a twist. So lift that left leg up and you can cross it over towards the right side of your mat. Reach your left arm out. Take a big inhale, send it all the way to your belly. And let's bend into the left knee, release the hold of the strap. Take a big stretch, hands reaching away from your toes. And we're gonna come up to take a seat. So roll onto one side, use your hands to push into the floor to lift up. And just sit in any way that is comfortable for you here. Closing your eyes once you're there, hands at your heart. Using this moment to set the intention for the rest of your day, really anchoring our affirmation. Life supports me in every way. Cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this 10-minute morning yoga stretch with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. You can use the hashtag #GoodMorning so I know you're part of the morning yoga movement. And hopefully I'll be practicing again with you tomorrow. You are not done yet. I would love for you to click on this video right here to do a 5-minute guided affirmation meditation. Also, click the link down below right here in order to be notified of every new video that I release, part of this morning yoga movement. Thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow.